trying to drop a little gem here. I'm just trying to give y'all some game. If she says, you gotta take me on a date first before you get clapped, before she, she'll say it in her other words, but before she's getting clapped, you gotta take me out to eat or this and that. That means she's been clapped for free. Is it realistic to pay for a girl's dinner on the first date? Y'all done talked about this. I done talked about this a couple times, but we're gonna put it out there. Before we get into who we talking about for the first date, yes, it's 100% realistic to pay for the girl's first meal. Life is not designed, and it was not designed to go on 1,000 dates. Let's get this very clear before we get into the social media platforms and all the things that social media does is wrapped up in. You were not put on earth to go on 1,000 dates with 500 different girls, 1,000 different girls to try and figure out the one. It's not what you was put on earth for. You were put on earth for 1,000 other things, don't get me wrong, but let me try to narrow this down and make this simple. You were put on earth to have found a good partner that's going to make some sense with you, that's not going to be an enemy to you, that's going to do you pretty daggone right, settle down with her, do what you will, and have children, procreate, have a family. Take care of that family to the best of your ability. Take care of your kids and do right by your kids. Just put on earth for that. Before we get into all this little social media and all this other agenda, before we get into Jekyll Island and the income and the Fed trade, before we get into why we may have to work and make money, before we get into the trade crazy stuff, that's how deep I'm trying to say. You was not put on earth for that. Now, if we go ahead, update yourself all the way to 2024, we'll go ahead and say what you was doing and what you think you should be doing and the shorties you should be dating. Yes, and a simple thing, pay for your shorty's date. You chose to go out on a date with her. If you ran the correct game, you formally said, let's go out to dinner. If you don't want to pay for the shorty's first date, you need to have better game so then you can just get your mission that you want done, clap your cheeks, and then go on about your day. If that's what you want. Am I saying that's the right thing to do? No. I'm just telling you how it is. If you, she ain't want to clap, your game wasn't strong enough because she'll clap for somebody who doesn't pay for any of her meals. I'm telling you the facts. The same shorty you're going to take on a date, months, weeks, hours later, she's going to get clapped for free. If it's not the shorty for you, she's going to get clapped for free. And you're going to pay the 200, the 300, the 500 that the social media world made you believe makes sense. And then that's what you're going to live with. You're going to get the check. Somebody else is going to get the cheeks. It's just how it is. So unless she's a girl you actually formally said, let's go on a date, you see her with some respect. You didn't meet her at some little night bar club and yelling and y'all drunk. And no, that's different. But if you met at the gym, you do truly want to take on a date, you want to take her for some coffee, some drinks, whatever, brunch, yes, you should be paying for that meal. There's no reason why I should take a shorty on a date I have no intent and no intention of procreating or having a possible life with. So that should eliminate, should I pay for her meal or not? Why am I taking her on a date? Why am I taking her to the movies? Why am I taking her to the restaurant? And all I'm trying to do is get the cheeks. My game has to improve. That's it. My game should be better. It's my fault I have to decipher if I'm paying for that tonight or not. My game should be better. Any girl that you really ever taken out, and if you have game, this is not what you have to do. Just saying if you have game, is you've already clapped the cheeks a few times. You just saying, let's grab something to eat because you're hungry. And then she's tagging along and then you're paying for it. But you should have already clapped. If you don't have game, there's nothing, no harm, no foul. All I'm saying is formally introduce yourself, ask on a date, ask her for a coffee. That's as simple as date. Let's go grab a cup of coffee. But if you meet the chick, you say what's up. Yes, you want to smash, but you also know you got to take on a date. She obviously has some respect for herself. You got to take on a date. If she says, hey, you take me on a date to clap, that tells you she's already been clapped for free. Remember this, guys. Y'all, I'm just trying to drop a little gem here. I'm just trying to get y'all some game. If she says you got to take me on a date first before you get clapped, before she, she'll say it in her other words, but before she's getting clapped, you got to take me out to eat or this and that. That means she's been clapped for free. I'm respectable. You got to take me out first. She's been clapped for free. Y'all need to understand that. There was no cash, no transaction. Besides, the cheeks was involved in that. The next time you want to talk to a shorty, you macking, you get a number, boom, boom, boom. You like, let's go. You got to take me out, first. I got to at least get something to eat before you go chilling like that. Ha, 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 ha. That means she's been clapped for free. So unless you're trying to supposedly take her serious, which I really wouldn't recommend, she is not getting that dinner. Not from my pocket. She get that dinner from the other dude, which is going to be a simp. And I factually know these guys. They're not bad guys. They just don't know any better. They macking with a shorty. They get her number. Dang, I got her number. That's a reward. That's a treasure. She really gave that to me. I messed with her the long way. And then they start paying her bills just to talk to her. What is that? What sense does that make? You going to pay this shorty's bills just because she giving you some conversation? That's crazy. Why are you paying her bills just to have a conversation? She's talking to you. You're a human being. You going to pay her bills now? I know dudes right now paying the girl's phone bill, helping out with the rent. I know dude that took a whole trip with a shorty. He got the box. I give him that. But he took a whole trip because she had a passing in the family within 2 weeks of talking to her. She had a passing in the family and she had to go up and show her condolences. This dude going up north with her to the funeral. I'm like, and then she broke it off with him on the way back. She didn't even stay with the dude. What are you doing out there? Now again, there's every guy that's got to have some representation for these shorties out here, but some of these guys are not our best picks. Doesn't make sense. I'm out here with another one. I hope y'all enjoy the crazy content. We're going to see y'all next time.